Whitwer. Pitches out to Preventure. He's going to go wide to the left. Around the corner. Touchdown, Eisenhower. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Eisenhower Eagles Football Review. I'm Tim Meyer with Coach Chris Smith. Eisenhower winning over Warren Mott 42-7. And, Coach, even something more special besides the win. A win's always special, but you won the MAC Red Championship for the third year in a row. Your thoughts and feelings about those three championship years?
I think this is, it's part of a culmination of a lot of things with the coaching staff in the last few years. You know, the game plan and no question the kids believing that they can do it. It started a couple years ago and it went last year, and this year this group has just inherited that thought of, we can beat anybody if we go out there and we play our game and go out there and have fun. And, that's helped us, I think. And
you did it with your backup quarterback, essentially. Arguably could probably start for any team in the MAC. Jack Morris came in and did a fantastic job for Max Whitwer.
Yeah, Jack Morris is a great athlete. He's been doing a lot of great stuff for us all year, from returning punts to playing receiver and playing defense. So moving him in at quarterback, which is a natural position for him because he played quarterback all his life, was really not a problem. In our system, we got great offensive linemen, we got great receivers, we got a great running back. The quarterback has to come in there and be able to just run the system.
A little bit about your defense. You guys went down 7-6. They drove down the field and they scored. What was going through your mind when they scored and went ahead?
It's early in the game. I'm never worried. I mean, I knew we could move the football offensively. We had it, I think in the red zone a couple times and got no points out of it, but we were moving the ball well, so there's never any panic. I don't want any panic on our sidelines, and the kids, that's just part of football. You could go down, but you just got to stick with your game plan. Maybe make some adjustments and then just keep going, keep playing.
Your defense really played strong and got a couple interceptions, Ian Kennelly with one, and then John Fantazzo was probably one of the greatest interceptions we've ever seen here.
Yeah, the defense has been playing great the last, really all year. I mean, against Chippewa Valley was probably the one game that we weren't on our game defensively, but really this defense has been getting better and better every game. This is a great Mott offense, very tough to stop. They give a lot of teams problems, so I thought Coach Brzezinski and Maltop really did a good job game planning for them.
A little bit about next week. You play Ford. Look, it's pretty obvious that not expecting a real challenge in that game. Is there a game plan you have for that when you're playing a team that's down like that?
No, we can't approach it that way. They're high school kids, we're high school kids, so we approach every week the same way. I'm not going to approach this week any different. The coaching staff's not going to approach it any different, and we're going to come out here and prepare our kids to play another game.
One of Eisenhower's offensive stars tonight, quarterback Jack Morris. And Jack, your first start as quarterback, replacing Max Whitwer. What were you feeling like when you first stepped on the field in that first offensive series?
No, it felt like riding a bike again, because I used to play quarterback from 7th grade to sophomore year, so it was just getting back to the feel of it, and I was just ready.
I was also going to talk about your touchdown pass, the one that you threw to Haidar. It looked like, man, there was no hope. You were running out of real estate fast. They were chasing you, and what were you thinking?
Well, I saw Assad get knocked down, and I was just running outside hoping for him to gain his feet again and start running vertical. And at the perfect timing, he gained his feet, and I just threw it right up to him.
How did the team respond like when Max went out? He was such an integral part of the team and your leader, and how did they react?
Our team's prepared for anything, for the best, for the worst. We're always ready to plug anybody in whenever we need to, and that's why our team is great.
How about practice this week? You felt pretty comfortable after what day?
After Monday, just knowing all the plays and everything and everybody getting situated, and then it just clicks with you.
How about next week against Ford? What's your thoughts?
We should win and we should go 9-0.
I know you want to say hello to some folks.
I like to say hi to my family, the O-line, and my running back. You guys played great today, and thanks for also the fans coming out.
Caleb Oyster came up big today, back in action. What did it feel like to get back out there in that football field?
I felt amazing. I was happy to get back today and really come out with a good win.
Let's talk about your long touchdown run. You turned the corner and you just kind of turned on the jets. Do you think anybody's going to catch you?
I was hoping no one was going to catch me. I mean, I turned it on, so, I run track, so I had a feeling I was gone. And coaches at halftime, they talked to me. They were like, "We need you to go off. We need you to do something big." And I had to come out and do something big.
Jack Morris came in at quarterback. You've been playing with Max Whitwer all year. How much of an adjustment was that?
It really wasn't that big of an adjustment. He's a great quarterback, and we've been practicing all week, and we've been practicing all summer. So it was really just getting used to him over the week. We have a good mesh. We have good communication. So there's really not that much that was different besides the person that was in there.
Tell a little bit about this season especially. You scored a lot of touchdowns. You had a lot of great runs. How are you satisfied so far with the season?
I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, obviously I hope I could have done better in some games. Like the first game, I wish I could have came out with a couple more yards and a few more touchdowns. But I mean, not everyone's a winner. And then the rest of the season, I was happy with the way it turned out. Coming out and being 8-0 right now and MAC Red champions, that was really something special.
Well, Eisenhower's won 3 MAC Red championships in a row. What does it feel to be part of 2 of them?
It's something special. I can't really explain it. It's just to know that I'm a part of this big team and this big program and be able to contribute is something special.
And you're pretty healthy going into the next game, right?
Oh, healthy as can be.
I know you want to say hello to some folks out there, especially all the ladies, so go ahead.
I want to say hi to my family over there and my grandparents for come out and making a trip from Ohio.
One of Eisenhower's defensive stars tonight, Jay Javante. And Jay, you made a couple nice plays out there from your defensive end position. How hard was it to play these guys? They look pretty tough in the line.
Yeah, they were big. We just squeezed down, follow our keys. Coach Smith and Coach Breeze, they had a good game plan going into the game, so it worked and we executed.
Their quarterback was pretty quick and fast, but you managed to catch up with him a little bit.
I just went for his deep shoulder and just contained him on the outside just to force him to where he's not comfortable, and I just had him in good spots in the game at times.
What were the coaches telling you? They had a little bit of success on the ground. What were the coaches telling you about to adjust?
Just to read your keys, just play how you play, and just everyone has an assignment on the field, and just if you all execute, everything will go well.
What was the mood of the team when they went up 7-6? They went ahead of you guys. What was your thoughts on the team?
I mean, we know how to play, and everyone was just like reset as our motto, reset, and just keep our head up and just play our game like we're not out of it. It's early. It was first quarter. It was early in the game.
And you guys caused that touchdown, or caused the fumble there at the 1-yard line. How did that play develop?
A D-tackle, Ryan Belch, he knocked it out, and I saw the ball, and I ripped it out of his hand. It was right there in the end zone, and it was right there. I just grabbed it.
That felt pretty good. You scored a touchdown.
Oh, good. Felt good. First one of the career.
And I know you want to say hello to some folks.
I want to say hi to my family, friends, everyone that came out, and MAC Red champs, and all the support.
We'll be back with game highlights after this.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Sports give so many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
The Eisenhower Eagles traveled to Warren Mott for Game 8 of the 2017 season. Beating the Marauders would give the Eagles their 3rd consecutive MAC Red title. Warren Mott has never defeated Eisenhower, and the Eagles were determined to keep that streak alive. Ike's number 1, Assad Bouhaidar, would take the opening kickoff to the Marauder 48-yard line, giving the Eagles great field position. Caleb Oyster was back in action, and he rips off 9 yards on this run. The Eagles had a new starting quarterback for the first time in 31 games. Jack Morris made the transition seamless. On a crucial 3rd and 6 from the Mott 27, Morris gets the first down with this effort. Jack Morris marched the Eagles to the Marauder 1, where he pitched to Caleb Oyster, who takes it in for the game's first score. However, the extra point was blocked, and Ike led 6-0. On Warren Mott's first drive, two nice defensive plays, one by Jack Morris here, and this tackle by Massimo D'Aristotle halted the Marauder drive. On 3rd and 7 from the Warren Mott 46, Jack Morris fires this pass to number 20 Ian Kennelly, good for 11 yards and a first down. On the next play, Morris would take off for 17 yards to the Mott 17. The Eagle drive would stall, and on 3rd and 10, Jack Doobie passes to number 8 Darius Willis. The play covered 18 yards, getting the Marauders out of the hole. The Warren Mott drive moved into the second quarter. Quarterback Jack Doobie passes to Trayvon Madison, and he turns it into a 35-yard play down to the Eagle 40. The Marauders march down to the Eagle 2. Henry Janeway makes the stop here, making it 4th and goal. Warren Mott goes for it on 4th and goal from the 2, and number 20, Oyinka Ojinaka, pounds it in for the Warren Mott touchdown. The extra point was good, and the Marauders now led 7-6. On 2nd and 8 from the 35, the pass to number 84 Massimo D'Aristotle is nullified by an Eagle penalty. On 3rd and 15 at the 28, Jack Morris would wait to the last possible moment, then hit Asad Buhaidar, who goes 72 yards for the Eagle touchdown. The extra point was good, and Ike led 13-7. On the Marauders' next drive, Ian Kennelly plays this pass perfectly. He picks it off, giving Ike great field position at the Warren Mott 46. On 3rd and 1 from the 37, Caleb Oyster gets 16 big yards and an Eagle first down. Jack Morris would hit Asad Buhaidar with another big 3rd down pass. Buhaidar would get out of bounds with 41 seconds left in the half. The half would end with the Eagles unable to score. The score at halftime, Eisenhower 13, Warren Mott 7. Warren Mott would get the ball first in the second half, and linebacker Alex Decker comes up with the big sack here. On 3rd and 3, Carlo LaCirco stops Jack Doobie short of the first down, forcing a Warren Mott punt. On Ike's first play from scrimmage after the punt, Caleb Oyster would outrace the Marauders for a 67-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good, and Eisenhower led 20-7. On the ensuing kickoff, Ike would get great coverage by number 44 Lance Humpert and number 8 Tom Jokai. John Fantauza would rival teammate Ian Kennelly's spectacular interception against Romeo with one of his own. On first down, Caleb Oyster almost breaks this one too. Quarterback Jack Morris would take over, and he'd get the Eagles in the end zone on these two spectacular runs. The extra point was good. Ike would lead now 27-7. The ensuing kickoff was not handled cleanly by the Marauders, and they are down at the 1-yard line. 2 plays later, the Marauders would fumble. J. Javante Reed recovers in the end zone for the Eagle touchdown. The extra point was good, and the Eagles led 34-7. On Warren Mott's next drive, they would move the football until the Eagles' D stifled them. Number 2, Curtis Hamilton, is dropped for no gain. The Marauder drive was stopped by the Eagles' D. Caleb Oyster gets the Eagles out of the hole with this run of 35 yards. Jack Morris would pick up another 16 yards on this run. Then it's Caleb Oyster, 11 yards for an Eagle first down. The drive moved into the fourth quarter, and a scrambling Jack Morris takes off for 18 yards to the Mott 2. On 1st and goal from the 2, Jack Morris takes it himself and scores the Eisenhower touchdown. Eisenhower goes for 2 with this razzle-dazzle play from the Chicago Bears playbook. Morris scampering into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. The score now was Ike 42, Marauders 7. J. Javante Reed and Eason McDaisy stopped the Marauders here, forcing them to punt. With the Eagles trying to run out the clock, number 14, Blake Rastitude, picks up 17 yards and a first down on this run. On 2nd and 8, Sebastian Puda gets 11 yards and an Eagle first down and a nice run here. The Eagles would eventually punt, and Michael Kay downs it on the 1-yard line. Number 91, Justice Lee, puts the finishing touches on this one with this tackle. The game is over. Eisenhower wins the game and the MAC Red title for the 3rd consecutive year in a row. The final score, Eisenhower 42, Warren Mott 7.
Stay tuned for our special feature after this.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Hi, my name is Tom Izzo, the men's basketball coach at MSU. The threat of school violence is something that affects everyone and needs to be taken seriously. Okay to Say is a confidential way you can report anything that threatens your safety or the safety of others. If you see or hear something that doesn't seem right, submit a tip to Okay to Say. You can call, text, email, go online, or use the Okay to Say app. You could be the one person who helps to prevent a tragedy.
Today's Eisenhower Flashback takes us back to the year 2010, the opening game between the Eisenhower Eagles and the Henry Ford II Falcons. On their opening drive, Ford catches a break as their punter fumbles the snap and runs it for a first down. Platooning at quarterback with Joe Zarafa, Brandon Bartnick gets Eisenhower's offense moving with this run. Then Joe Zarafa takes over and hits Daniel Vendetti over the middle for a 27-yard scoring play, and Eisenhower led 7-0. The Falcons would come back, however, and the score was now tied at 7s. With the Falcons threatening to score again, Brandon Bartnick reads the quarterback's eyes and makes this interception to stop the drive. The Eagles' offense started to move, and Zarafa would hit Colin Bellick for 19 yards with this perfect pass deep into Ford territory. Number 5, Chris Pekornicki plows in from the 3, and Ike regains the lead 14-7. Ike's pass defense played a key role in stopping the Ford offense. Salvatore Cirillo kicks this field goal, and the Eagles now extended their lead to 17-7. With 4 minutes left, the Falcons were desperately trying to get something going on offense, but Dave Banish and the Eagle defense wouldn't let them. The Eisenhower Eagles win their opening game of 2010 as they defeat the Henry Ford II Falcons 17-7.
So, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first, I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoyed giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
You're up. There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted, just whistle.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening. For Coach Chris Smith, I'm Tim Meyer saying we'll see you next time right here on the Eisenhower Eagle Football Review.